So welcome back to Electric Vehicles channel, my dear friends. So in this video I will show you the test ride review of Okinawa Price Pro, and we can see the complete performance of Okinawa Price Pro and what is the speed it can reach, what is the top speed and the ride performance, the braking, everything I will explain in this video. So right now I am riding this electric scooter in the eco mode. In the eco mode, this electric scooter can run with a top speed of up to 43 km per hour. If it is fully charged, you can get a top speed of up to 43 km per hour. But once the battery starts discharging, like after 10 to 20%, you don't get that top speed 43 km per hour. Slowly it will reduce the speed. But however, I will show you the speed, how much it can reach in this first mode. So you can see it is almost reached 43 km per hour in the first mode itself. So now I will shift to sports mode and I will show you the top speed of Okinawa Price Pro in the sports mode. Can reach up to 60 km per hour. So I have reached up to 59 km per hour. It can reach 60 km per hour, but I don't have that traffic freeness to get that speed, but it can reach up to 60 km per hour. So these are the two modes in the Okinawa Price Pro. First one is can reach up to 43 kph and second mode is up to 60 kph. And whatever the motor they have promised is 1 kilowatt motor. But the only problem is the suspension. We can see the bike is literally shaking if you are going on any kind of normal speed breaker also. So the speed brake, whatever the suspension and the shock absorber action is very poor in this electric scooter. So that's why you can see that even if you go slow down also, see the sound you can hear. So I'm not sure whether they can update this one. You can take this as a feedback, and this company has to improve this kind of suspension. That is a major thing I have observed in this Okinawa Price Pro. And one more thing, if you see the footboard of this electric scooter, most of the petrol vehicles footboard space a little low, so that your legs will have better comfort. But this electric scooter footboard space come to a little up. So which means if you are tall, you feel a little discomfort in it, and because your feet comes a little down, and the combination seems to be different when you are riding with a conventional vehicle and this Okinawa vehicle. Maybe I'm not sure, because they have focused more on the ground clearance, and they have not focused on this comfortable part. That thing I have noticed. And one more thing, what I like in this electric scooter is the braking system. Whatever promised ABS, that you can feel. You can see the braking system here, the ABS. The braking action is really perfect in this Okinawa Price Pro. And whatever the front brake and the rear brake action also good. But front brake they are given a disc brake, but rear it is a drum brake. But both the action is good, and the dashboard visibility also good. But the only problem is the numbers are not accurate. Like whatever the battery indicator. For example, if the battery start degrade up to 50 to 55%, 1 point should be lost, but it always show full charge. So whatever the 5 bars it will show, but all of a sudden it will again, once it reach to 80%, whatever the discharge, it reach to 20% battery, it all of a sudden it starts degrading, like 1%, 2% it will show. So yeah, the percentage degradation it will show accurately, but it is not showing. All of a sudden it will, the battery indicator usually 4 bars or suddenly 3 bars and 2 bars. So it is a little bit confusing. That's the only thing. So again you can hear this sound. You go slow also, the suspension I'm not sure. You simply get brake dance when you are riding on any kind of speed breaker. So this is actually, they need to focus more on this kind of suspension. And moreover, the pickup also steady pickup. You don't feel any kind of high torque, initial torque, so that you feel like you are riding a normal petrol scooter. So that thing it is okay in this electric scooter. So the steady pickup is really help for the user. And more of the horn sound is okay, like average up to 75% you can score for this, the horn sound. And one more thing, whatever the space you will get, like there is a kind of small boot is given here. In this place you can keep any of your like your smartphone or any kind of glasses you can keep here. And this place is really helpful when you're going for a ride. And whatever the range they have promised, 88 kilometer range, and you will get that range only if you ride this electric scooter in the eco mode, which you cannot exceed a speed of 40 kph. Then you will get this range of 88 kph. Definitely you can get that. And the charging time I have checked is around 3 to 4 hours it is taking. Especially if you completely discharge the battery pack, it will take around 4.5 hours for a full charge. So now we are going to climb the flyover. And if you have any doubts whether electric scooter can climb a flyover and it will shatter your doubts. I'm just riding this electric scooter in the eco mode only, and you can see that. But the only problem is you have to bend while riding this electric scooter, especially if you are tall. So that seems to be a little concern for you. But apart from that, the positive points are the stylish look of this electric scooter and the braking system. What are the range they promise and the detachable battery. So these are some of the positives on this electric scooter. But the negative part, actually what the major setback is the suspension of this electric scooter.
Go green, go electric.